What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of today's pop culture news update. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Now, first off, Giancarlo Esposito. I think that's how you say his name. He's basically the main dude, the main villain dude that you see in Breaking Bad, and also the main villain in this upcoming Far Cry 6 video game.
And he's also the villain from the end of The Mandalorian.
Yes, that's true.
The Ebony Blade or whatever it's called.
For him moving forward in his career, he wants to join the MCU.
And I don't know if you remember, but that's what I said I wanted from him too. After I was like, yo, this guy is a great actor.
He's a good actor.
And he's one of those people that I've wanted to see implemented like in the MCU for a while. And I don't want him to just be a side character. He needs to be like the main villain, or he needs to be the main, like he just needs to be a main character of some sort. You know what I mean?
He has the voice to be a good villain. Like he has that I don't even know how to explain his voice. Like
it's unexplainable because he can. It's just one of those voices that when you hear it, you know that you need to either do whatever he's saying or you need to just get out of the way because there's not really going to be any other options other than that. You know what I mean?
And then like not only that, when he talks, like because like, he has that evil tone, but then he has like this kind of like monotone voice where like you can't tell if he's like a good or bad guy. Like when you first see him in Breaking Bad, you're like, oh, this dude ain't shit. He's not gonna he's not a big threat. And then when you get to know him, you're just like, oh, this guy's for real. Like this is not
scared of this guy.
This is not a joke. Like we need to be careful. And so, who do you think he can play?
You know what? That's what I thought that was going to be your next question. So I was kind of in my head already trying to think about it. Who could he play?
I was thinking about it too.
It's just right now we're in a time where we can have so many different villains. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I don't remember if you recall the rumor that was out about them trying to make Professor X and Magneto black. I don't know if you remember that.
That's true.
But yo, I could see him being Magneto. Like I could see him being a great Magneto if that was the place that they go. You know what I mean? Professor X, he could do it, but not as good as he would do Magneto.
Who would play Professor X?
I didn't expect that question. That's a good question.
Because like if we have him playing Magneto, there would have to be someone his stature.
Woo.
I'm just trying to think, like what
from the
they're not too old, but they're older, So
and that's kind of what they said they wanted to do is like not have it be a young Magneto and a young Professor X. Like everything would already be kind of established. So, I'm
only really thinking of like. Only like the big names, like let's see, Morgan Freeman, Denzel.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too, and it's like, bro, that's just too much. Though. Like those are too high. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even think they would do the roles like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's where they want to go. Movie
like, okay, this is just a little off topic, but I could see Denzel being a pretty good Nick Fury as well. Like
I could have,
especially with the Equalizer. Like that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? That would have been a really cool thing. But I don't know, man. I don't know who could play Professor X. That Professor X is one of those roles that you can't really think of a character to play them. Someone just ends up being them. You know what I mean?
But he's a 7-time Mr. Olympia winner, Rodney Coleman.
Coleman.
I think that's his name. For whatever reason, I feel like now I don't know if he could act very well, especially with the voice that he has. But for whatever reason, I could picture him in terms of like his age, be Professor X.
Let me Google him really quick.
Because right now,
you said Rodney Coleman. Rodney Coleman.
Yeah, I believe that's his name. Because right now he actually can't walk. He has to use crutches or a wheelchair already.
Oh shit! Damn, that nigga's big as shit, bro.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He was.
He's huge,
I
bro.
don't know if that's what the MC would want, but for whatever
Hell
reason,
no. Hell no. Like, he is huge, bro.
oh, bro,
He doesn't even give Professor X vibes. He looks like Luke Cage.
oh my god, bro,
This man is a professional bodybuilder, y'all. I got a screen share so you guys can see what this man looks like. This
for
man is
whatever reason,
enormous.
because I've been watching a lot of his videos, and for what I was like, Rodney Coleman, bet, like let's see,
Bruh, Rodney Coleman is ginormous. He might be the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life.
what's it called? He's been the next, as far as like bodybuilding goes.
Mm-hmm.
He's been like the best thing since Arnold, and Arnold was the best at his point. So, I don't know. He just came to my mind. I just thought you should know.
No, I wasn't prepared for him to be all like he made Terry Crews look small, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a hefty boy right there. That might have been his younger days, though.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything 2020. Rodney Coleman. 2020. Ronnie Coleman, my bad. I put Rodney.
Oh, yeah, so it's Ronnie Coleman.
Okay, well he's not ginormous
as he was back in.
Is he an actor?
I don't know if he's acting. He's been a police officer. He went to school to be an accountant.
Anna said, "I need to see." She wants to see what Rodney Coleman looks like. I don't know if I can even. Hold on, let me see. Select camera.
Because what's it called? He lifted heavy all the time, and so by the time, he was on track to win his 8th Olympia, but because of a lot of the health issues that he was having and this and that, I forget the other dude's name, but he ended up winning. But after that, he retired from bodybuilding, if I'm not mistaken, because of all the back injuries. His spine is basically fused. Because all the weight he was throwing around and not like using. I don't even know if I'm saying this right. So if there's any people that hear that follow that world, I apologize. But like, I don't think he was managing his lifting very properly in a safe way.
He was just lifting shit, basically.
Yeah, and it wasn't. He really didn't like deal with he wasn't doing it safely. But he was huge. Like judges would tell him, like, "Bro, you're too big. Like you need to calm. You need to calm down.
You're too big, G. You gotta tone that back, my man."
Oh, I was like, I had my. Yeah, but beyond that, guys, I think we can't think of anyone.
Yeah, we can't think of anyone.
Really. If you guys can, let us know down in the comments, and hopefully we can. That'll be a whole video we can make for you guys and talk about. But moving forward, though, are you pulling up the?
No. We good.
Okay. So moving forward, today was Ubisoft's Forward live stream.
Yeah, I did not watch that, by the way.
I didn't. I watched a little bit of it, but right off the bat, I will say that it hands down beat EA Play. Right off the bat,
I did not think that that's what you was about to say by any means, bro.
That's
hilarious.
What's it called? But it was similar in that they only really talked about a couple of games during the prime time portion of it. But there was a lot of stuff pre-show, like a lot of indie games and stuff like that.
I know, post-show, didn't they show some Assassin's Creed stuff?
I think they showed 30 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't pick that out, but they did release a new short film featuring Watch Dogs. Now, I've never played the game.
That game is lit. I played both of them, and I beat both of them. Both of those games are amazing. I feel like the storyline is amazing. I know as far as like the graphics and everything, people weren't too happy with it. But as for me, like I like story mode games. I don't get too like hardcore on like I do with like online games. But like when it comes to multiplayer games, I'm like I go to like a more elite state. But when it's like those kind of games, I'm more of a casual gamer. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like as a casual gamer in that sense, I liked it a lot. You know what I mean? Like I liked those games a lot. They were dope. I liked the shit that you could do. And the second one, it kind of expanded on that, and it fell short a little bit from the first one because it wasn't like extremely better than that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like the next step. So I can see why some people were like, hating on it or whatever. But as for me, it was amazing.
And this short film, so I don't know if this is based off the first one or if this is based off a new one.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you don't know about it, so
So, but like from what I understand, Watch Dogs is basically a world where I think the government is now like a dictatorship. They kind of watch and keep an eye on everyone and everything, drones and technology and such. And then there's the rebellion that is against that and uses technology to fight against the oppressors. From what I understand, that's what Watch Dogs is about. But during the short film, it's not very long, but it kind of shows us everything that I just talked about in a short amount of time in a really awesome way. So, what are your thoughts?
I wasn't prepared at all. That was amazing. My thoughts are that was amazing, dog. That's my thoughts. I'm loving the vibe. I'm loving the vibe. It kind of is expanding off of the second game in a super broad way. Like it seems to me like we're maybe like 15, 20 years in the future from the last one, like, because we still got cars, but the drones is looking pretty, we're looking like we've pretty much moved forward with technology as a complete society. You know what I mean?
It's looking like 2077. I can't think of the
Cyberpunk. Yeah, I agree with that completely. It's looking a lot like Cyberpunk. It's looking a lot like just some real futuristic shit. I love that they put effort to even make this cinematic trailer short. You know what I mean? Cinematic trailers are the best. Yeah, it looks real. It looks real, and the animation is beautiful. There's an episode of Love, Death, and Robots that's literally like that exact animation, and it's like there's a chase scene and everything just like that, and that's really what that reminded me of. But I'm down for that for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, moving forward.
Next, what is it? Marvel Studio intends to utilize Thanos within the MCU once again. I'm down for that. I'm not tripping at all, but it's just it's going to be one of those things of why. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a why though.
I think it'll come up in Eternals. I think that's where we might see him again.
I could see that, but I took it more as not showing up like like he's going to be in some shit. You know what I mean? Like, but the only thing that I can think of is when they introduced Kang the Conqueror. You know what I mean? I could see Kang since he's like a whole time villain, I could see him going back to that time and grabbing him. I could see Secret Wars. I could see him coming in because, Secret Wars, you have all of the planets colliding and amongst everything that else is going on. And then we go to Battle World where all these different, chunks of the universe are put together. So I'm hoping like that would be where we would see him, but at the same time, I feel like we have so much more, so many more villains that we could see that I would rather see than him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
He's made his run through, and like he's done what he needs to do. Like, so let's go on to the next. That's just how I feel about it. If you're gonna bring anyone back, bring back Ultron. like bring back Ultron. He's the only one that makes sense to bring back. You don't have to do a whole bunch. Like, you know what I mean? Like they got Loki. They got a whole separate time zone Loki, and it's like, bruh, just you got Ultron as a robot that can just literally upload his consciousness to the internet, which he does like 1,000 times in the comic books.
Mhm.
Like, just bring that back, you know, which I hope they do. That's what I really hope that happens. But you know,
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
I'm not against it.
How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel?
I'm not against it.
That's how I feel. Like, again, like the whole first phase was about the whole shit was about Thanos. Why are we here? Why are we here again? Like,
I hope they utilize him in the way that, like you were saying, one doesn't make him a important character, more of a side character this time. Since we have already seen him as a main villain. But I think seeing a younger him is the direction that they're going to be going. That's my guess. I don't think we'll see him again full strength.
Are we talking like full on Thanos movie?
I don't think so.
Okay, we're just talking about.
I'm thinking he's going to be like a character in an X-Men movie,
like in Eternals 2 or something like that. We're gonna have we're going to see Thanos and his brother growing up or something like that.
Or somehow see... Because like we were talking about in the Eternals, there's a forbidden relationship between an Eternal and a Deviant or whatever. And Thanos might be born. And that might be how we see him. We might see a little bit of how he grows up.
That's right.
And where he goes, you know. But... Which I'm okay with that. I would be okay with that. But in terms of seeing him in another massive role, I don't think that'd be the way to go.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not mad at it because, you know, Josh Brolin did I think that's his name.
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
He did a freaking epic job. It was crazy that he was Cage. You know, I didn't even feel like that was the same actor. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like Disney made him tone down his acting for that movie. Like, literally, that's how it seemed. But you know, I'm not worried about it. Yo, he's an awesome actor. I know anything that happens is gonna be dope. It's just I would rather them bring in someone else. You know, like invite someone else. I just mean like a new villain. Like I want Doctor Doom. I don't want really to go back. We don't need to go back. But I understand why it could be so much easier, you know, because you don't have to do the character development because we already know who he is. And it's like, if they just need to bring a big bad back real quick, it's like we know that Thanos is a big bad. Like we know that. Yeah. So, I'm on the fence about it, but I know it'll be done swimmingly.
Yeah. All right, moving forward. Gotham City Police Department. This kind of came out of nowhere.
Gotham City PD, yo. So this series is in the works at HBO, and it's under the direction of Matt Reeves. They're going to be creating and building off the world that we will see in the Batman movie, and ultimately building a Batverse. So I am super I love Batman. You know what I mean? And my whole thing about it is, we've had so much Batman. We've had so much Batman. Like that's it's like they didn't even know that there were other characters in DC for you know what I mean? But I think though that this will make this. I think that this Gotham City PD show, it will be like what we need, kind of. You know what I mean? Like. We never got anything Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.-ish, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get that for DC. And I feel like they could go for that, but in more of a realistic way. You know, give us, like, real Gotham City, like, give us real police show, but put it with Gotham City. Like, the show Gotham was, I don't know, a lot of people weren't too happy with it because of
get a chance to watch
growth of the characters occurred. Yeah, I won't spoil anything for you. Especially because a lot of Batman's villains are actually born from Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because of him that they are who they are. That's pretty much how it is. So with that aspect in mind, it kind of it's like, you know what I mean? They kind of dropped the ball on the show, but at the same time, the character growth, the character development, it was fucking incredible. It was.
How many seasons are there? Is there 4?
I think there's like 4. Yeah,
4 or
4
5?
or something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that. So it's been
Yeah.
going for a while now. So, but and another thing too. So on here, the way it's written,
5 seasons, I believe.
I wasn't quite sure, but this will take place before the events of the Batman. So this will kind of show how Gotham became a place of corruption and villainy. So that'll be great to see.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of like the same thing that the Gotham movie is, and the Gotham
Okay.
show is about. Like it's literally the same thing. We see the show starts off with Gordon.
Harvey
Gordon
Dent
going
or Gordon?
No, it's Gordon. It starts off with the show is actually based off of Gordon more than it is Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
So we see his growth into eventually becoming the commissioner. You know what I mean? Like we see him go to Gotham as a beat cop or whatever he started as. I think he started as a detective because of his past that he has or something along the lines of that. And we start with him meeting Bruce Wayne because Bruce's mother has died. You know what I mean? That's how the show starts. So if Gotham City PD goes on the same, it's gonna kind of be like I'm gonna kind of be a little irritated because I thought that it was I thought it was different when I didn't like read into it too much or anything because I knew we were gonna do this and I knew you were gonna have more info on it. But I don't want that. I don't want before Batman at all. Like I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want Batman in the show either. I thought that the show was more.
I don't think it's not supposed to have Batman in it.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't even have Bruce Wayne in it. You know what I mean?
From what I understand, it's just to kind of show
like him in the background.
Gotham became Gotham in the first place in terms of like corruption.
I could, but that's like, that's literally what the show is about. Like, it's literally what the show is about. You see, the show goes into, it's such a good show, bro, because it goes into Joker. It goes into all these different aspects in a way of being realism, and it shows the downfall of Gotham and the reason why Gotham gets so crazy and how it has everything, bro. It has everything all the way down to like Ra's al Ghul being in it. You know what I mean? Like we really get a lot of information in the show. So, yeah, I just hope I hope they do a good job. I'm a little nervous.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wish I've seen. I will probably give it a watch. It's hard for me to kind of like, because like HBO has a way with telling stories.
Yeah,
and they don't hold anything back. So if they're like, "Oh, let's kill this dude," they're gonna kill that dude. Like, know, they're not gonna mess around with that. So I'm kind of interested to see how that is going to translate over to how CW kind of handled their thing.
Yeah,
so I'm excited to see how that works. But
was Gotham by the CW?
I think it was by this. No, was it Fox?
I don't know. If it was the CW, that was some damn good storytelling right there. Because like Gotham was right there with
CW.
I mean, like it was right there.
It's in the same universe, technically. I'm pretty sure. Is it not?
I don't think so. Because I don't think there's any crossover type anything.
I think Gotham is CW. Huh? Oh, so it is CW.
Is CW WB? Is it Warner Brothers Television? Is that what the CW? Does they own that?
Produced by Warner Brothers Television. Oh, okay, never mind. It was Fox. It premiered on Fox.
I was like, yeah, because Warner Brothers Television isn't the CW, right?
I don't know for sure.
It's fine.
But they subsequently included the Bruce Wayne character. Yeah, so It was Fox, so then I was okay.
Okay, yeah, because it was not a CW show. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Arrow. Like, it wasn't like Flash. It was a
Yeah.
powerhouse of a show, bro. Like,
Mhm.
it was really fucking good, bro. Like, like you should. It's really worth the watch. Like,
Mhm.
that's gonna have to be on the next episode of Worth the Watch. You feel me? That was. Whew, they did a damn good job on that show.
Fox has a lot of good stuff, man. Like
Fox
Prodigal
has
Son,
good shows.
that was a good one. What's another one that I watched?
Their shows are fucking great. Isn't Legion a Fox show as well?
That's FX. It's FX.
Oh yeah, FX. I thought Fox and FX were the same since I was like a kid. Only
No,
because
yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, they're like a whole different.
yeah, they're like literally a whole different substance, like a whole different thing going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. But what was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. But I'm definitely gonna have to give Gotham a watch though. That way I can kind of compare and contrast. But like HBO, man, they kill it. Like Euphoria was great. Another one that was great was Watchmen. That one was extraordinary.
Haven't
So,
watched Watchmen yet.
oh man, it's so good. Like the first episode, I was like, oh wow, okay, so we're going there. Like it's
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I heard. I heard it was pretty intense.
It's pretty intense, and so I haven't really been. HBO hasn't really let me down. Obviously, I'll let Game of Thrones slide. I'll let that one slide. The final episode. But beyond that, they do a pretty good job with their storytelling. So I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. But moving forward, Spider-Man Miles Morales. We now know the box art for the game,
Yeah, I'm trying to get that up right now.
and initially it was talked about as being an add-on. But now it's been confirmed that it is in fact its own game within a game. So it is an add-on, but that add-on.
Wait, hold on.
Yes,
Just give me a second, because I'm about to get irritated. Because what it sounds like is you just told me I'm gonna have to spend $60 on another game.
So from what I understand, it's an add-on, but that add-on is another game.
So it's two. It's Spider-Man 2. That's what it's called, the sequel.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, that's what that's called. They're an add-on that is an add-on that is a part of
It's from the eyes of Miles Morales. From what I understand, we're not even going to see Spider-Man in the game. It's only from Miles Morales' perspective, and as far as I know, I don't even know if it's connected to the same storyline.
What? It's an add-on. How can it not be part of the same storyline?
Like as far as I know, it's not connected to the Spider-Man game. It's more of Miles Morales' story itself.
I mean, no, I understand that, but still, it's still two. It's like a two basically, because
it's in the same world.
Yeah, it's in this exactly. It's in the same world. So if it's Sony is just full of shit, man. That's what that is, yo. They're trying to finesse it, yo. I'm telling you, if they're only full of shit if that thing comes out to be $60. If this add-on is $60, bro, they're full of it. That's all I can say. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
About it, I haven't really thought about the cost. Thinking about it.
What?
I've never really thought about the cost. I don't think they've revealed how much it's going to cost.
No, because we all thought it wasn't going to cost too much of anything because it was an add-on. You know what I mean? Like, usually when you say add-on, it's like, oh yeah, here, let me drop a good $30, maybe $20 for this expansion pack.
For whatever reason,
it's a whole new game. Yeah,
I think it'll be 40.
I hope it's 40.
I'm thinking 40. I don't know if they're going to do the full 60.
So basically, if you don't buy this, you can buy this in stores, essentially, correct?
So this is the case art. I'm assuming you can buy it.
Exactly. So this is its own game. Oh my god! How many add-ons can you buy in the store in their own disc?
I'm thinking that's my bet. 40. I'm assuming 40.
I don't know, man.
But I've never. So like they kind of, in terms of scope, they said it was as big as Uncharted: The Last Legacy or something of that sort. But I've never played that at all, so I don't know how big that is. But from what I understand, it's a huge game.
I'm just saying, man.
So
That doesn't make sense. Like
mhm.
that just that just does not make sense, bro. Like how that's like that's a slap in the face. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, the art is beautiful. It looks amazing,
It looks
but
good.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, I don't know why it doesn't show up on the thing. I don't know. I don't know.
If I was to describe it to you guys, it would be uh, it's basically Miles Morales doing the typical Spider-Man pose, flying through the air with a white background. Miles Morales up top, and then it's pretty much it. Honestly, it's nothing super crazy. Um,
I like that it's showing his, his little
and
electrical
and he
ability.
has in one hand he's using like his electrical powers. Oh, there it is. There it goes. Yeah, so the typical Spider-Man stance, flying through the air
Hmm.
with his electrical powers, and then we have the name PlayStation 5.
And then we have
So
Miles Morales right there. I
yeah.
wonder if this is actually if this is giving us insight into the new PlayStation 5 cases, if it's going to be white, since it's a white background right here,
Oh,
since it's
well,
PS5.
it's a white console, isn't it?
It is a white console, yeah. But
So
it also comes in other colors, but it is predominantly like
I
a
guess the
white
base
console.
model.
Yeah.
I see it. I feel it.
You know what I mean? Like that would be a cool. That would just be a cool little thing,
It's
right
like
there.
what PlayStation up until now is blue, right? They're blue cases, right?
I don't think I think only the PS4 was.
PS4 or blue, right?
Yeah, only the PS4 was blue.
And then
The
the PS3,
PS3 was just like a regular case. Like
they had like
all the
gray, red.
cases up until like I think only Xbox differentiated all the time. Like their
Mhm,
cases was always green, but then PS4 in the PS4 their cases was blue.
mhm.
I don't think it would. I mean, I don't know how much of a. I don't know. I'm just saying that's an insight that I seen
Yeah,
from that. It was like, oh, this is not
yeah,
blue. It's white. So
yeah.
that would be a cool little thing right there. Hannah said when I saw that, I was like, Miles Morales plus Barry Allen equals this.
Very.
I see what you're saying
I
with
can kind of see it.
the electricity of Barry Allen. I can see
Mhm.
that.
I was like Barry Allen. Wait a minute, and then that makes sense. I get it because it does have that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can kind of see it.
I could see that.
Let me go ahead and pull up that list again.
Pull up what?
No, I was just looking at the list. I just didn't have to check to see what the photo looked like for a moment.
Mm,
But yeah, guys, we have a lot to look forward to with this game. Hopefully, when we'll know, we'll let you guys know how much this game will cost. But
yeah.
as far as we know, no one really knows. But my guess is 40. Hopefully, it's not $60. But then looking at the
I
case,
really hope it's not $60. That's
if it's in its own case and it's one of the first PlayStation 5 exclusives, they
what
probably
I'm saying, bro.
are going to do the $60.
See, and that's where it came from, because it's like this is technically the first PS5 game. You know what I mean? This is a PS5 game.
Yeah,
Like, bro, they're gonna be trying. Yeah, this is gonna be $60.
yeah.
And did you hear about the little thing that said they might be trying to up it to $70, like for the new games, like the new games on the new gen
I did
console? It would
not
be
see that. That would be
$70.
upsetting as shit. That would be so upsetting.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's
Because we
bad
would just
enough.
be that much closer to spending $100 on games.
I
Fuck,
remember when
bro.
$40 was a lot. I remember when $40 was a lot, and then it kind of became
Yeah.
60, and then it's been 60 for a while now.
Yeah, I
But
seen something somewhere that said that the PS5 and Xbox, all those games might be $70 now. And that is for the developers trying to keep up with the next gen graphics as well. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those type of things. Yeah,
mm,
I don't know. And because of the something else. It was something else. I can't think of the other thing.
yeah,
I was gonna say backwards compatibility, but I don't think. But I think that is what it is, because I think you can just buy a game on one thing and then you'll be able to play it on either. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So like if I have a PS5 and I don't know if the PS5 is the same way, but I know Xbox is doing it. But if I have the Xbox One and then you have the new Xbox and we're game sharing, if you buy a game on the store, I can play it too. I just don't have your graphics. You know what I mean? So I could understand that extra $10 difference in that aspect, but still for everyone else that it's not like that for what do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving along, the CW bringing it back again with the new casting for Batwoman. We'll be seeing. I don't know how to say her name properly. Javicia
Javicia
Leslie. She'll be becoming the new Batwoman. Now, I don't know what else she's in. But as far as I know, she's going to be the first African American Batwoman ever. I don't know if we've ever had.
No, there's never been any rendition of Batwoman being an American woman.
But I see it. I mean, I'm all for it.
This is my thing, bro. This is my thing, okay? Is I have the same issue with them making male characters females, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is not what it is, okay? Mm-hmm. Period, yo. Like, that's just not what it is. Stick to the comics. That's it. If the comics had a rendition of Batwoman being a black woman, then that would be one thing. But to go out of your way to change it amongst the times that we're in, I just feel like it's just one of those things. You know, it's like, oh yeah, let's just do this because it's like, bruh, like
I feel like
who in the black community was like, bro, we need Batwoman to be black? Like nobody. Like nobody said that. Nobody was making petitions for it. This is just something that they did, you know? And it's like, that's fine, bro. Like, do what you do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Politically, I would say it was probably a smart move for whoever was in charge to do it. But at the same time, for fans to actually like watch the show or know the comics from that matter, I think it is kind of like I don't want to say a slap in the face because that's like I'm not trying to say it like I'm not against this at all.
But it's just like it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
I know where you're coming from.
We have superheroes that are black, yo. You don't need to make other ones black. You just use the superheroes that are actually black. It's not a big thing, yo. You know what I mean? Like you have all of these people stepping down from their positions right now because they want an actual person of color to play the role of a person that is supposed to be a person of color. You know what I mean? For the voices, you had the dude for Cleveland Brown. He stepped down. And Big Mouth, you had Missy. You had her step down, the voice of that, because they were like, these black characters should be portrayed by black actors. Now they're going in the exact opposite way with this. This is like literally doing like the same thing but reverse. So I don't know, man. That's just me speaking from being a nerd. You know what I mean? From a nerd point of view and also being black myself, yo. It's just like it's just like, bro, for what? Like who needed that? It's like we have Storm, like, you know, we got I mean for DC, like I don't know who there is. And that might be the issue is there might not be any POCs in DC. You know what I mean? When it comes to women being, you know, heroes, because off the top of my dome, I don't know any, like just right off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Like in the Marvel side, I know a couple, but I don't know.
Like when we think about with the DC movies now, like with the movies, we only have Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
like, I don't think there's anything else. So, and with the CW,
I mean, as far as the movies go,
with the CW, we see more female-centric characters, but still, they're all
because black. Even in the CW, exactly, they are.
With the exception of Black Lightning, that's just came out. Yeah. Great show, by the way. You should check it out. Super awesome.
Black Lightning, but I'm saying women though. You know, I don't know. I don't know if Black Lightning's daughter in the comic books really had powers. I don't know if that happened for real. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't even know too much about Black Lightning. I know more about Static Shock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still, it's each its own, man.
I want to know. I'm curious to know if the suit is going to be the same. I wonder if it's going to be different.
Who knows? I don't even know how they're going to even cover that.
Like, I don't know. Like, are they going to reboot it all together? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think they're rebooting it because everything is saying season 2. You know what I mean? So They might like say she died or something, and we
Yeah.
still need one. They might go with the Batman Forever type of vibe, but with her, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Not something that,
it'll be interesting to see. It'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see.
definitely. Like
'Cause
I saw a lot. I don't know if you've seen everything that I saw, but I saw
there was a lot in there.
Yeah,
What's it
yeah.
called?
The White Umbrella Academy is on the 31st of this month. Yep. I seen.
What's it called?
I'm pretty sure that was Aqua Dude's head. That was
That's who I thought it was too.
Captain America, man. Yeah.
But okay, so I don't want to say how things left off in the first season, but
oh yeah, because some people might not have seen it. That's good.
But doesn't so and so know
Super Captain America, man?
Yeah, don't they know where so and so someone is?
Yeah, that's how it ended. They ended it with them finding where so and so was,
and then
he was with other bruh. So that's how I don't even understand how.
So this trailer,
it's looking for each other. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand any of that. Like literally.
So I'm very interested to see how that's going to unfold because I don't know. Even what happened with the other two, what happened in the other spot before that happened in the last episode. Like I don't know. Yeah, like there's a lot. Like that trailer made it seem like
I seen the kid getting pushed.
Yeah.
I seen that. The kid get pushed and fell off of the second story of the house. Saw that happen.
Now I'm just kind of like how that trailer evolved to what happened in season 1. You know what I mean? Like I'm interested to see how that gets there. So I'm excited for The Boys season 2. I really am. I'm glad it's coming out this month. I'm glad the wait's going to be over. But unfortunately, we're only going to be able to watch 3 episodes, and then the rest will be out every Friday after that.
Oh, no, that's right. No.
Yeah. So we have that, unfortunately, to deal with.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not until September, though, so I'll worry about that more when we get closer to September. I got the Umbrella Academy to hold.
I was about to say that we have Umbrella Academy to watch.
Yo, we about to be on that day 1, yo. What? Watch party at my house, man. That's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Have you watched the Umbrella Academy trailer that was also revealed?
I have. That would be that'd be up next.
Also watch that, dude. Yes. You suck balls.
Sorry, I'd woken up. I think it was Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. It came out. It was earlier in the week. I had woken up and I totally forgot that it was supposed to get released, and it was crazy because I had reported that it was supposed to get released the day before, and I totally forgot when I woke up, and then it was just kind of there.
I have way too many notifications between the league, between Discord. I got too many notifications. So, yeah, man. I would like to do a reaction to that one. To both of them, actually. I'm gonna have to start just paying attention so I can do the little reactions to them. I'm gonna be honest, yo. I do off of that trailer. I am not hyped at all. Just to be honest, I'm not hyped.
So, season 1 trailer, I was not interested in it at all. I watched it and I had a good time watching it. This one kind of gave me the same vibes, but again,
this was a terrible trailer.
There was a lot of. I feel like it kind of showed too much, kind of too. Just a little bit. Possibly.
Why are we in a whole different dimension right now? Like, it was very clear that everyone's lives was completely different. Man, it was just like, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
That'll be a weird one. But we have to wait until July 31st to see how that turns out.
That definitely did not tender my Ghiblies at all. Okay. Yeah, that was cool, I guess. Literally not hyped for that at all anymore. That literally took all the hype away a little bit. Like it just wasn't. I don't know. Like like you said, it was super spoilery. Like I damn near know everything that's going on already. Like just from watching that trailer, I could tell everything that's about to be going down. And that was just like, I don't know.
Now, moving up, we have San Diego Comic-Con. Unfortunately, we will not be seeing Marvel Studios take part in the digital convention this year, which sucks. But at the same time, with the way things are going, with DC doing their own thing, with Ubisoft and EA Play doing their own thing,
at all. It doesn't suck at all. We're gonna see so much more. Like, we're not gonna be because at SDCC they're allotted a certain time slot.
Yeah.
So with this, they can show whatever they want. They could say they could give us a roadmap for the next 5 years if they wanted to. You know what I mean? Like this is what we have so far, and like kind of just explain everything. Like give us they could give us a shitload of information, and I hope they do. Honestly, that is, I think it would be a waste if they didn't. Like that, and that's what I'm hoping we don't get another like EA Play thing. Like that's all I could say. I know it's Marvel, but they could fuck this up because it was like I feel like DC Fandom is something that they planned on doing before this all even kind of happened like this. You know what I mean? Like it kind of seemed like they were gonna do that anyway. Yeah. Marvel, on the other hand, it seemed like they
were like, oh damn.
Yeah, like they were like, oh, they're doing their own. Well, we need to do our own. So I'm just hoping that with the last minuteness of it, coming from them, I hope that they still got to get something great going. I mean, we don't even have a name for it, right? Like it's not called Marvel Con or like Marvel Mayhem. It's not anything like that, is it?
There's literally nothing in the works at all.
Like, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Like
they just said, "Hey, we're not doing Comic-Con.
We're gonna do our own thing." Yeah, like.
Well, they didn't even say that.
Say that we're doing. Yeah, they just said that they're not doing Comic-Con.
They're not doing it. But if they're going to be like their competitors, the smart thing to do would be to have their own thing.
Yeah.
Will they do that? We don't know. We'll have to see. Moving forward,
how are they going to do their own thing? Like how are they going to do that? I know they're going to want to say some Spider-Man stuff. How though? You know what I mean? How are they going to get Sony stuff if they're doing a whole? I don't know. Let's see. I'm juiced for it. I guess I can say that. I'm juiced for it.
And it might be we see some Sony release stuff during that time during Comic-Con. You know what I mean?
But so that's what I'm saying is like I was thinking on the lines of, well, since it's more of a Marvel con, really, I guess it's not a Disney con, so they could just be like, "Yo, Sony, just come bring your shit to our shit." You know what I mean? Since we're all about to be doing stuff together or whatever.
So yeah.
Because we're supposed to see stuff about Spider-Man 3 at Comic-Con, aren't we? Like
I have no idea.
3 stuff, some Venom stuff.
That was what's supposed to happen, and then the Rona thing happened, and then
but I mean, we're still seeing the same stuff for San Diego Comic-Con. That's why they're doing it at home. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, are we seeing? Is Sony staying at SDCC, or are they going to with Marvel?
I don't know if they withdrew or not.
You know what that's what I'm saying is like, are they going to show us their Spunk? Their Spider-Man. What is it? Hold on.
I don't even know the long ass.
It's
paragraph.
It's Sony's Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters. That's what it's called. It's like Spunk or something.
Yeah.
Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. It's some shit. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Spunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters. Yeah. It's the dumbest name ever, yo. Just people. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I'm juiced for Marvel Con. That's what I'm calling it now. That's just what its name is until it has a name for me. I'm Marvel Con. Which I honestly feel like Marvel Con should be something that is
should have been already. You know what
I mean? I don't think this should have been. Marvel is a humongous entity of movies and comics and video games, mobile games. Like they have everything, bro. Like they should have their own Marvel Con already. Like people, that's just how I feel. But hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be dope. I'm down for it. Can't wait.
So we have a lot to look forward to with Comic-Con coming up this July. I think late next week or the week after that. So we have 2 weeks, I think, until Comic-Con starts. So we'll look forward to that. Hopefully we'll be reporting to you guys of everything that kind of is shown that is relevant to the channel. But moving forward, Ant-Man 3 production starts in 2021. Now, we talked about this a little bit last week about how the last two Ant-Mans were kind of like, I mean, maybe the first one has some relevance, but after like two was definitely kind of a filler. I
Yeah.
hope Ant-Man 3 has more of a significant role within the MCU and rather it just being a filler movie.
I think Ant-Man 3 is going to bring ramifications. Like that's how I think it's going to be. I think that's going to be the movie where we see the most
Ant-Man,
like not even just Ant-Man, but I feel like we're going to have
or like that world.
Yes, the quantum
general.
realm. We're going to have all of that really expanded and explained on. That's what I feel like. We've heard, well, I don't know if you heard, but I think we've talked about it, but we've heard rumors that the Fantastic Four are supposed to kind of show up within the next Ant-Man movie. Like we've heard that since Infinity War, really. Like that's where it all started. Like after that, so I really hope that they capitalize on the quantum realm. I hope it's not just another little thing in there.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be passing the mantle off to Thatcher as well. And I'm cool with that. That's going to be, that's his daughter. That's what his daughter is.
Oh, yes. Wait, so his daughter has a role in, I didn't know that his daughter had a role at all in the Ant-Man universe. I always thought.
What do you mean?
She's an actual hero in like the comics and stuff?
Yeah.
I know that. Okay.
Yeah, she's part of the Young Avengers as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she has like the same powers, but she pretty much has the same powers and everything.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
So, and that's why, that was one of the reasons why everyone was so pumped when they seen her grown in the Avengers Endgame one, because it at the end of the Ant-Man movie, she was like, I want to be your sidekick or whatever. You know what I mean? That's what she told him. And that they have to capitalize off of that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait.
So lots to look forward to. I'm super excited.
For real.
But now, man, Black Widow, like we were talking about earlier, Black Widow, it's going to be handing the mantle over.
Has revealed this as well. It's not just a rumor.
Yeah. So this is hard facts.
Yeah, hard facts.
They will be handing the mantle over to
Florence Pugh.
Yes, which is Yelena Belovia, Black Widow's sister, which I think is a smart move. Now that Black Widow is passed from Avengers Endgame, I think it's a cool move.
Yeah, now, it is a cool move. I'll say that it was a
shock for me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it.
I heard this like maybe, I want to say like a week or two ago, like before it was actually confirmed as news. Like I had heard about this. And I didn't bring anything up because I wasn't trying to, I know like we try to kind of stay away from real big spoilers. And this is a huge spoiler. Like I'm surprised the director even said this. You know what I mean? Like, that like they're not going to tell us who Taskmaster is, but they're telling us the whole, like that's the whole point of the movie, yo. You know what I mean? Is her passing the baton. Why tell us that? Why not leave that as a surprise? No one even thought that. I haven't even heard rumor. That wasn't even a theory in any of our minds. That was just like when the news dropped, I was like, what?
Yeah, I just didn't think about that. It makes sense though. It does.
It makes sense, but it was just a huge curveball.
I just want to know. Okay, so like we were talking about earlier before we started the stream, I hope it's not one of those situations where they pump up this character to be like the next big thing, and they do nothing for us to like that character.
Yes,
it's just similar to how Artemis Fowl was with its characters in terms of like, oh, this character dies. Oh, we don't care. Like, there's nothing that.
Here's my daughter that has trained with me for years.
She feeds a sandwich.
She does nothing but feed people sandwiches.
Yeah, literally. Like, I hope they don't do that.
She is experiment 625. Like that's it. Like all she's good for is making sandwiches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I hope it's not a waste of breath of space for a character. I feel like personally the Black Widow mantle is not something that should have been a mantle to pass down in the first place. I feel like that Black Widow should end with Scarlett Johansson.
Now, does Yelena have her own nickname at all?
She's a Black Widow. They're through the Black Widow program.
Oh, okay, so they're all just known as Black Widow. They're not like a praying mantis or like a butterfly or some shit. You know, like I don't know, like
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that, brother.
the Seahawk, you know, just like some crazy, you know.
Seahawk.
It's like
But
caw,
nah,
caw.
they're all Black Widows.
Mhm.
In the Red Room, they go through the Black Widow program, and then
Mm.
once they graduate, remember,
Yeah.
Black Widow talked about how they like took out her ovaries and all that
Stuff
shit.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the graduation of it. Yeah, that's all that type of shit, and they do that to every female that goes through the Black Widow program.
Yeah.
I think Black Widow is only a moniker for women as well. I don't think there's male Black Widows.
I feel like in the trailer we did see a couple guys.
I think we called them Daddy Longlegs. I think that's what we said. Like, yo, what do you call
I think there
Daddy
is guys a part of the program as well.
Yeah.
From the trailer.
I don't think it's they were either part of the program or they were like guards within the program.
Yeah. Or like they were the teachers of the program.
Yeah, because it didn't seem like they were training. It seemed like all of the Black Widows were females. And then there was men there as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm down for that. I mean, I was like we said, I was surprised. It was a pleasant surprise, like once again. But I still feel like they should have let Black Widow be Black Widow and given us, some, what the 5 years, of Black Widow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder if like we're gonna have this first half of this movie be like set in that time frame that they said it is, and then like for the last half we actually get that 5-year time gap. You know what I mean?
I hope
like,
so too.
How are we tying in Yelena below? Like, is she gonna come in towards the end of the movie? Is it gonna be in the future, but at the end of the movie? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how do they set that up? Or is she automatically gonna be in the Captain America show? You know what I mean? Like because we didn't even think about looking for her at all. Yeah. So like they could just be. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. And like, have any of the other Avengers have met her at all? You know, exactly. Maybe Captain America, but I don't.
He's the only one. Oh, and Hawkeye. Hawkeye has to know who she is.
Hawkeye probably knows.
Hawkeye
definitely
has to know who she is.
Especially if they go into
Nick Fury probably knows too.
Budapest.
Oh yeah,
if they go into Budapest. Hawkeye is going to be there. That's a good point.
How I feel. This movie and Eternals, the thing about past movies that are taking place in like or whatever, it's like they have to time jump so much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like, okay, this and then that, and then so if I don't want to see Budapest, and then we're going to in between after Captain America, and then we're going to post Infinity War, and then we're going to after the event. I don't want that. That's too many timelines.
So you don't want another Avengers Endgame?
No, Avengers Endgame was okay because it was all happening simultaneously. I'm saying I don't want to go back into the past here and then go over here and then go over here, and now it's like, so from one movie we have to put this piece in between these two movies and then put that piece in between these two movies and then put that piece. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's
I don't know if Marvel Studios would do that though.
Huh?
I don't know if Marvel Studios would do something like that because it is complex.
Marvel, that was dumb as fuck. That was nothing but one scene over and over again throughout the entire movie. So it's not against them to do some dumb shit like that. Especially when they talk about that we're gonna hear Budapest. So they are doing what I'm saying. It's just are they gonna do it to the extent in what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we already know that we have 2 time periods for show. For sure, we know that we have 2 time periods. And that is Budapest, which is post anything.
Yep.
Or pre anything, my bad.
Budapest, we've never seen.
Pre anything. And then the actual movie is supposed to be what? Is it after
It's after Civil War.
After Civil War and before Infinity War, right? Like it's in that time where they were doing their Secret Avenger thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah. See, bro, like, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
I want to know if and then I'm curious to know if it's going to incorporate anything from Infinity War or even Endgame for that matter.
But it's like, how? You know what I mean? That if they're doing that, they're jumping around in the timeline.
Because it'll be a lot. It's going to be a lot. They'd have to do it right. How that's going to be, I have no idea. It
would have to be perfectly executed. Like Endgame, to me, Endgame was perfectly executed because even though we were jumping from not Endgame, Infinity War. My bad. Yeah. Infinity War was perfectly executed because we had them on this planet. We had them on this planet and we had this on this planet. But regardless, we knew everything was happening like this. You know what I mean? Like it was
Mhm.
happening in a linear period. So if we're doing a linear period, but it's not linear. So from where we're going from this time period to back here, and then that time period, and then we're going up here to this time period, and we're putting it all together, and it's like, okay, and then at the end, it doesn't even matter because now she's passing the baton to Yellow. It's like, bro, what? You know, like,
Yeah.
are they going to tell us that she's been in the background helping Black Widow the whole time secretly?
Mhm.
Like, bro, I just need something. I need to know. I don't know. I just feel I'm low key irritated that they put this information out. That's how
Yeah.
it makes me feel. It's like they wait.
Because it is something that I wish I would have found out via the movie and not. Because thinking about it, I would have been like, "What?" Like that, I would have been mind blown.
Stereo moment for us, like
Yeah,
like oh, like,
like that was crazy. Like I was like that wasn't. I wasn't expecting that. So for that to have the moment like that taken from us, man. Like that's
man, they took the moment from us, bro. They robbed us of a moment. It's
mm,
like it would have been essentially like them saying, like for the Spider-Man movie as a example, it would have been like them saying the movie ends with him losing his identity. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's basically what they did. It would be they basically were like, oh, this movie is going to show Peter Parker and the world finding out that he is actually Spider-Man. Like, bro,
yeah,
what are you doing?
yeah. So and then with that, in addition to all that Black Widow stuff, Empire released new photos, um, from their digital catalog featuring stills from Black Widow and
Mm.
also a bunch of text. Now we can't read the text because it's all really small and I don't think it's officially been released yet. But we see Black Widow, Yelanova. We see Black Widow fighting some sort of soldier, and then we see
Let me see if I can.
um,
These
a
are.
new look into Taskmaster in terms of like how it looks aesthetically. We see his mask, shield.
What is this? What the fuck is this? Is this picture part of it too with the little girl?
Little girl, little girl.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me read the docket. Oh, that's it. Yeah, the little girl. It looks like
Oh, that's Wonder Woman. That's Wonder Woman.
I thought that was Wonder Woman. I was like, we didn't have anything to do with Wonder Woman on what's happening. Uh,
Yeah, we see Black Widow in the white suit. For both photos, actually.
1 second. Add slideshow. Create new.
But the Taskmaster armor, it looks way better than what we've seen in the trailers. Looking at it in person.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get it up for them to be able to look at. Okay, that's interesting. All right, got it on a 5 second rotation.
Sorry about the wait, guys. We're getting this up for
Go.
you. There we go. So this is one of them. We see Black Widow in the white suit fighting some sort of guard or.
That one's already gone on my screen. I see Yelena Malova right here.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's starting to move. Then we see Yelanova.
Okay. Well, what we see right here goes up first. The other one is what they see next. Okay, so now we got the Taskmaster suit, like you were saying. That thing looks saucy, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving the mask.
The mask looks good, man.
Better. Everything looks way better than that trailer we had.
I remember before we were kind of like, the hell? Why does this look like an episode of Power Rangers? Like,
yes, that is exactly what said, we're back at Black Widow's white suit, which I really like. I really like that
Mhm.
white suit. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we saw Yelena Belova in the same white suit, don't we?
Her arms have that white suit, some sort of white suit.
Okay. See, this is a dope picture of Yelena Belova right here.
She
She kind
also
of
has
gives
the
me Ray
rings.
vibes right here.
She has the wrist things that Black Widow has as well. Then
Interesting.
she has the
From Black Widow, though, you know what I mean?
then she has a staff.
Taskmaster's shield and his sword. I'm very interested in to know if there's going to be any lore behind the shield and sword,
Mhm,
because this Taskmaster is the type of person that like takes shit from other people. Like,
mhm,
is his shield adamantium? Is his sword adamantium? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
mhm.
I mean, vibranium. My bad, adamantium isn't in this universe yet. Vibranium. Like, is it vibranium or some other type of substance, some other type of metal? Is it something super strong? Like,
So with the sword, the only other person I could really think of that would use a sword would be, is it the Black Knight? Is that his name? The Eternal?
yes, I think his name is Black Knight.
What if that sword's from him?
That would be dope.
That'd be a cool little tie-in.
Yeah, that would be a cool little tie-in right there. That would be very interesting. It would be very interesting, like how he got it from him. You know what I mean?
Mhm. For
But the
whatever
sword
reason,
matches his outfit and suit, though. So I'm
mhm,
thinking it's more, up to date.
mhm. Yeah, because initially the face that we see in the trailer, I feel like does not look like the face that we see now
Oh,
at all. Like this looks way better.
just pissed off, and they took it back to the drawing board.
um. So yeah, I'm excited for Black Widow, man. I mean, it'll be the first big movie that we're gonna be getting back since since Endgame.
Mhm.
Um. So yeah, I'm excited. And with
Definitely.
that, that pretty much wraps up our
Yeah.
weekly rundown.
That wraps up this episode of our pop culture news update.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. Sorry for all of the little delays that we had in this episode. Thank you guys for chilling with us and
Yeah.
sticking
Thanks for watching.
around through it. We really appreciate that. Drop a like, drop a share on the stream. Make sure you follow us
Don't forget
on
to check
all of
out the website.
this. Yep. Check out the website, like Christian just said, marvelbros.com. You get all the latest news, all the latest pop culture stuff that we got
Hmm.
every week, yo, every week. And then you can watch our live videos like this one on our website. And that's awesome. So make
Yeah.
sure you check us out there. Check us out everywhere. Yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in with us. Let us know. Check us out. Drop a comment on some of our stuff. If
Hmm.
you don't agree with stuff we're saying, or if you got some info or an opinion, go ahead and drop it in the chat. We are not against having conversations with the audience or anything like that. So, jump in there.
No, yeah.
We appreciate it. So, like we say, much love to y'all. Yeah.
Catch you guys later.
Right. Excelsior.
See ya.